WHIV 1023. Hit that like button, hit that share button, check in with me, man. It's about that time we get rolling. DJ Tony Soul, he back in the building, man. I can tell.
Yeah.
I don't know what we was listening to yesterday.
Now I'm like, yeah. You know, the
energy. This is how the morning show supposed to start. Now, yesterday
I felt like wearing a raincoat with boots and walk around. I don't know what was going on.
Yesterday, I was like, DJ Tony Soul, come to the front of the congregation.
It wasn't thank you, Tony. It was let me holler for Tony.
They partner.
Yeah, then you break it down sweet. Say, bruh. That long say, bruh. What up, just for big knowledge?
Shouts out to my people tapping in this morning. Lone Star Shan, what up, girl? Texas.
So I see Took out there. I don't know what to do in no.
Black Dope Boy. Well, we ain't had a D's donut in so long.
And there you have it.
Man, tell D to call me, man.
That's some big news there just for top NY Times NFL reporter. Now let's see if they're gonna treat Mike Verbal like they treated Houston Rockets coach for messing with females. You know,
Ain't that is that the reporter that showed up? Is that the one that showed up in like that like she had like a one of these reporters showed up for something. Was it the All-Star game or the Pro Bowl? And the reporter showed up and they was like, "That's what you want to do interviews?"
Oh no, I don't know if that.
I wonder if that's that chick. I wonder if that's the same one.
I missed that.
Man, everybody was talking about that. They was like, "Jeez, Louise,
where was I at? A eatery?
She gonna go in the locker room like that?" That's crazy. We talking about that. I was watching something earlier, and a guy put a post up, and he was talking about, you know, how, and he said specifically black women, but I'll say women in general, how black women are dressing nowadays.
I'm staying away from saying anything about black women.
They talking about it's talking about the rodeo and all.
No,
and all these events and stuff.
I feel like a lot of.
So you ain't gonna say nothing?
Well, I feel like a lot of that type of stuff also lead to that big back brawling. You know what I'm saying? Cause it seems like the ones that have less clothes on be big back brawling out there.
I don't know if it do or don't, but I just know both of them is a problem.
Why when all the big back brawling pop off, you start seeing I could say the word nipples on TV and all types of stuff.
Don't nobody, boy, we about to get into a conversation. Don't nobody want to talk about it.
I know, I swear. No.
Don't nobody want to talk about it.
You ever notice?
You know why?
Speaking about black women, it right now,
accountability.
They it's almost like saying if we were talking about a white woman work somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Because you speak about black women right now, they get you. They get you out there. They try to get you up out of here. And I need my position. So whatever you say about them, I'm going to get you.
Well,
well,
I have never been the one to bite my tongue, whoever it may be.
Well, I'm scared.
Shoot,
I don't want no problems.
Don't be asking me to be held accountable. If you don't want to be held accountable, let me do what I do then.
He coming out swinging.
Let me do it. Look, all I'm saying is, if you don't want to be held accountable, leave me be then.
Tuka says she been going to the rodeo for years, and once ratchet started coming, all kinds of problems started. There it is, huh?
And that's coming from a woman.
Ooh.
A black woman.
You sure it wasn't Beyonce Mama Gumbo? Pause. I didn't do that to you, Miss Knowles. I was talking about because they were saying a lot of things, Miss Knowles, about your gumbo. You know what I'm saying? Tell my people. I think that was about Beyonce because they wanted to give.
Just for it said the strippers have tricked our classy women into being street walkers. I'm assuming that's what that meant. And never thought I'd see the day.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. I don't think they tricked them. I think they had it in them, and they just saw a few people say, you know what? She out there. I'm finally gonna come out because I think women now is say because I heard a lot of women say this. And
they started doing all of this stuff and saying it was liberation.
Liberation, the name of liberation.
Yes.
Yeah. You know,
we always give stupid stuff a name that make it okay.
You know, because I'm gonna tell
you. That's what our culture do. We come up with some kind of terminology that makes doing the wrong thing okay.
Okay. We make the wrong things cool.
Yes.
But I'm gonna tell you something though. Even though that's a good statement, just to even just to lightly say something about, I truly think, you know what I'm saying, you know, that they didn't trick them. I just think that a lot of women feel like all of a sudden it's like, you know what, the women that's dressing like that and out there like that, they getting all the men that gonna spend money on them. So I guess let me go out here and dress like that because I know a female friend. She is as and nothing wrong with being a nerd. Nerds run the world. She is nerd as could be. I'm talking about make major money. She what's the doctor that do check your eyes? What they call? I forgot their name.
I don't
A
want to mess it
traumatist.
up.
Optometrist.
Yeah, I don't want
Yeah,
to mess it up, but you in the
she's
right.
big time.
You in the right vicinity
She
there.
big time, and I'm talking about. She used to wear jogging suits to hide her body like us. I saw her out one night, and she walked up. She was like, and she called me by my first name. Edward, what's going on? That's how much of a nerd she is. And I'm looking down, and
She said she called you
she
Edward.
had the fishnet on and just the bottoms and had the breasts out. You feel what I'm saying? About and she said, "Why I can't have my shirt off like everybody else under the fishnet?" And I'm looking at her, and the first thing I said, "I'm gonna call Miss Geraldine, her mama. What's going on with you?"
She got her own eye
Yeah,
doctor
yeah.
office.
Oh, business.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she runs
She
the
she she ain't
business.
our optometrist at Walmart. She has the business.
She owns the
And
business.
I'm looking at her. This somebody used to come to the big basketball games and read books.
This is
Yeah.
why I am looking. I am want to put this out there. I am looking for some female radio and TV personalities. I am. You know why? Because I want to talk about some of this stuff, and I feel like sometimes when it's just me and you,
Mm-hmm.
it's difficult to talk about it because I feel like maybe we give an obscure opinion on stuff like that. So I will use this as an open invitation for any female that's out there. I am looking to add more female opinion to the show.
Doesn't matter what height.
Height don't matter.
So if it's a former midget stripper,
That don't matter. As long as they got
we got high chairs in it.
a decent, intelligent
Vernacular.
perspective on life,
Okay.
and they can get their perspective out
Yeah.
on the air
Because I got booked for midget jello wrestling. I'm gonna be
for
a referee.
people to understand. I am looking. I am looking.
Yeah, but no, seriously, yeah. I mean, I think that would be cool.
No, because I want to have. I want to.
It
It's
could
certain.
be one that would let me argue with, because I like.
It's been certain topics, and I kind of been sharing away from those topics
Mhm.
because I just feel like with me and you on the show, it's very difficult to talk about some of
Ooh.
those topics without having uh an actual female on the show to
perspective of it,
represent the ladies,
Mhm.
because sometimes I want to ask questions on, what's their perspective and how they thinking about the situation and how they see it. And me and you, we could guess all we want to, but we
Yeah.
will never, ever
True.
guess what a woman is thinking.
God don't know sometimes.
You feel what I'm saying? So I do want to
Forgive me,
use this.
Father.
I do want to use this as an
Yeah.
opportunity to put that out there.
Mhm.
But yeah, man, this guy put this up, and I don't know how we get on that topic.
I don't know. I gotta say this one thing, just for us. It's the women who like the women who persuade them easy, and I think he mean that press like and promote these women that dress with everything out or whatever, whatnot, and
I'm telling
persuade
you,
other women.
it was all in the name of liberation.
Liberation.
It was a lot of what we see, and a lot of those things that we complaining about. It was in the name of liberation. It started off as some kind of feminist movement or Me Too or empowerment, women empowerment, and then it just went overboard.
And then I think
Once you relax the rules, and that's the scariest thing about relaxing rules. Do I want this world to be a dictatorship? No, I don't think so.
But whose
But
rules are
but whenever we started saying, "Oh, I'ma do me," and we started saying everybody could do them, and we don't have any rules no more, what happened was everybody moved all of the rules, and this is what we got now.
because you know what you're looking at, like for instance, I saw a couple of instances where the lady, the parents of a teacher, who the lady was well built, you know what I'm saying, I should say, very, very curvy, and they was mad because she wear dresses that fit. And then there's a nurse here.
I seen
You saw the nurse?
no, I seen the story about the teacher
saying that was improper to dress in front of the young men like that, and as a teacher.
So in that case, she wasn't necessarily breaking the dress code, but at the same time, bro, she was dressing too provocative for teenage boys.
I didn't look. I had somebody tell me about it. No,
I looked. The girl was fine.
But and also I know big news down here in the culture. But the nurse down here, you ever seen a nurse? She light skinned, and she's a nurse here in New Orleans, and she wears an all into one scrubs, right? And let's just say her future is great. If most men understand what I'm saying. Behind the future is behind it, but it's going into the future.
Well, all of the women nowadays, I ain't gonna say all of them. I'm gonna say some because I don't want to put everybody in the same category. But that's what they doing now. That's the thing. They buy the scrubs a little too little.
Well, because now nurses,
see, they used to be wearing the scrubs back in the day, but none of them scrubs didn't used to be fitting like that. And you can't tell me none of the women back in the day wasn't fine. They was fine. They was just getting scrubs that was a size bigger or fit appropriately to not show their shape out too much.
I'm gonna say this like this: if I'm in the hospital and you got to come in there at 1 o'clock to check my temperature and check on me, I don't want Nurse Lizzie, that's about 70-some years old. It's not bad to be sitting there and say hi. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is also real talk. I think social media, again, the culprit. Because there were pages that made nurses popular at one time. People wasn't even paying attention to nurses, and they got a page. I saw the page, and it was on a few social media, hot nurses, right? So it was mostly white Caucasian women, but then a lot of black women started coming, the curvy nurses and all that. Then the scrubs became popular because they started saying more females from the hood stuff going to be CNAs and stuff like that because it's easy to get that position, and they were going to get them a job. So now they got scrubs. And
I like I said, I don't know. I might be guilty of feeling like this because I'm a little bit more mature now. I got a family. Maybe in my 20s, I probably didn't care about that. But also in my 20s, I was a womanizer. I had a lot of women.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. I hear you. I'm sorry. You caught me off guard there.
Yeah, you get what you. I didn't care about that because I was checking for them.
I was not looking.
I was.
But no, honest to God, I understand. But you know something? I think things have evolved for us, especially in our community. It has evolved backwards from the woman doing Martin Luther King and the civil rights movement and how they dress to the woman now. Freedom at last, I'm
laughing at myself right quick.
I've been over here laughing. I'm trying not to because I want to be serious, but you making it hard for me this morning.
I'm being serious.
I know you. That's the part.
I'm a very transparent person. I was not the person that I am, and just
it's real.
And let's just be clear. Married as I am right now, you walking around with the two tight scrubs on, and you think I ain't looking?
Yeah. Hey,
I gotta pray every day.
Come on, man. I need you to be serious right now.
I am being serious. I got to pray every day, all this temptation walking around. The man just said on the chat, this what the man, let me read the comment. Y'all be faking the funk. Y'all go to, man, I have to pray every day. Look at this, look.
Excuse me, y'all.
This man said,
I had to call.
Let me read the comment to you. Just for it said, I never thought I'd see the day that I could see my next door neighbor wife naked for free on the internet.
I'm sorry.
Now here I am around here trying to get my life together, going to church and be a good man. You feel me?
I'm sorry for my actions right now.
You feel me, dog?
Man, you ain't just full, man. Just come on here, take the mic, because I don't need to be on this segment, because I'm not going to get through it.
I got to pray every day just to make it today.
No, you know what you know?
MC Hammer.
Oh God. Oh man.
Man, come on, dog.
Hey,
Y'all just be
no,
lying,
you know
dog.
what that remind you of? That video where the dude stand in the elevator with his girl, and then the lady come in there kind of curvaceous, and then she look over at him, he's sweating. That's what a lot of men go through these days.
Yeah.
But you know something though.
You around here trying to
Oh God.
You around here trying to put your head down.
And pray.
Yeah. I don't have to call on Jesus.
Oh man.
You feel me?
And you know what? And the thing about it is, it's like, and that brings up a question, and it might be on me, Venus and Mars one night. You know, who do you fault, right? If you're a man and say you're a woman and you with this man, and what he love about you that turns him on is the hot outfits you wear, right? And then y'all out somewhere and somebody with an extra hot outfit walk, and you just happen to look up, right? And then woman get mad at him. And it's like, you. When I met you, I might not even was with women that dress out there
I
like
don't
that.
even understand how a woman can justify being mad at a man when his eyes is wondering because some of the stuff that these people put on, you just looking because you shocked. It ain't even because you was excited that you seen her. You just happen to be so shocked that this lady is walking around naked.
Father God, it's Wild Wednesday.
So I don't even know how she how you gonna get mad at me? She shocked too. Me and her both looking like, well, damn.
And then when you think about it, and I'm gonna go on the other side of it. You see me running. I'm running from it. You see, because you and Just Forward are just running behind me right now.
I got Serv in the corner.
Right got me on the run. I mean, how other women feel that are respectful of how they dress and whatever and everything. And then as a man, you like me, what I'm about to say, some women get mad. Well, it's my body, my right. And then when they go out and guys might come at them kind of sideways, I dress how I want. I didn't come out for this. You just half nakedly standing in front of a man that like women, like him, like him. You know what I'm saying? And the man comes at you.
I didn't want you to come at me like that. Well, this is confusing.
Hey, I apologize, y'all. I might be laughing a lot today.
That ain't confusing. You sending mixed signals, bro.
But I always said to women like that say that, you know what it is. You ain't got a problem. Nobody come at you. It's the wrong person. You know who you want to come out, because if you leave your house, and especially if you got a husband at home or you got a man in your life and you say that's your man, you know what I'm saying? If you leave your house and go out, and I could see every part of you, and I ain't talking about just the curve part, because these days they're not wearing no bras, so it might be cold outside if some of y'all catch it. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing stomach. I'm seeing underwear. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like, I remember my son, and I'm going to say this real quick. I remember my son, he was 3 years old. He was walking. I'm holding his hand in the mall, and a lady walked by, and everything big in Texas. You feel him? And he slapped her thigh. She said, "Oh, you're so cute." And he slapped her thigh, and he said, "You look good." I had to catch the, come on, boy, let's go. We got to get out the mall. But she looked good.
I have literally had to cover my kid eyes before.
That's true. You know what I'm saying? And then other people tell you, man, here, boy, let him look. Hold up. You messing my son up at an early age. Let me mess him up. If I'm not doing it, let me do it if I'm going to do it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, and we're not complaining, ladies. Let me tell you something. We're not complaining. We're looking at the philosophical side of things of saying, are some of y'all making it bad to other women that dress respectful? Are you making it bad for them, or are you tempting them? You know what I mean?
I ain't complaining. I'm just questioning the situation.
You ain't complaining. You're training. That's what the pimp told me. Don't complain. You train.
I need more information. This is research.
So
this really research. That's why I need a woman on the show, because this is research. I got to figure out what you thinking.
No, there's no complaining. We training. But let me ask you this though: do you think those scenarios we talking about are the reason why some of our young ladies, our young princesses, are out here acting like streetwalkers, dressing like streetwalkers, and being that way because
Trying to tell my daughter to be like the doctor, and the doctor out here in the damn fishnet with nothing on under it.
Doctor look good.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, Dr. Fern. But I mean, it's a lot of we because you know what?
Are we on the wrong side of this? Because we could be. I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there.
Do this show by yourself.
I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there before somebody make me go viral. And I'm gonna say I could be on the wrong side of this.
You're on the wrong side of the law?
Yeah, I could be on the wrong
God.
side of this. And I know somebody gonna come out. They probably gonna say, you know, they like to call you sassy and gay and everything else.
Yeah, because if you say stuff like this, where you actually saying, I come from a respectable mother, and my wife, they respectful, dressing wise, and how they carry themselves. And if you're
but the same people that say that, they gonna say something else when I smack one of them.
Yeah, there it is. See,
on the derriere.
Oh Lord.
Now I'm gonna be I got
not on the apple bottom. I mean,
yeah.
derriere. Yeah.
Now it's sexual assault,
Wait,
I'm
gonna bring this one part up and see. Then they blame it on rappers, but we don't make it dress like that. We just do the songs.
Then I'm gonna be a womanizer and all that. See, that's why I need more information.
Yes, and by the way, I got a song coming out. Throw that thing back. All right, I do. Throw that thing back.
That's the best song you could have made in this society,
man.
Because you know one thing they know how to do is turn around and throw that thing back.
A good dude, bad man, killing me right now. He's killing me. I'm about to cry. He said, bringing all them hips to church and expect me to focus on the word. Oh God, yeah. But you know what? This is discussion because, and I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna ask you this because right now you're the aficionado. I'm interviewing you. I said this once a long time ago. And do you feel this right? Did this open up the door? Because back in the days, our plus size women, before they were called BBWs, that word that was invented, right? They were more moderate dressers because they felt people wasn't checking for them, even though a lot of men love voluptuous women, right? Some men used to hide it, and then they got to the point like, hey, I love it. You know what I'm saying? So, because ain't nothing wrong with some curves. Ain't nothing wrong with them get the wrestling on. But anyway, so when they start being more proud as BBWs and they start dressing saying, I could wear the same stuff, the little skinny, because Monique started all that. You know what I'm saying? Talking about the skinny girls and, big, beautiful women or whatever, not the comedian. Do you feel that then it start making other women, that even with smaller, just say, she out there like that and she proud because it start becoming a thing. I'm proud of my body. I'm proud of this, that, and this, that, and that. Because like right now, you got women that don't wear bras. You can see it all. I'm sitting here right now. I got to get myself together. And you can see it all, right? And so do you think that liberation, because that's what they were saying, I love my body. What's wrong with me wearing this and wearing that? And I've always said,
and let's just be clear, I ain't trying to unliberate liberate no women. I ain't trying to
don't shut the show down. I mean, don't stop it. Don't shut the show down.
Yeah, I ain't trying to, I ain't trying to say a woman's body ain't her body and she welcome to do what she want with it.
Good man, bad dude said about the women coming to church.
I'm just confused.
So you feel it's improper for a woman to say, this is my body and I'm coming to praise the Lord with it all out like that?
I think
because that Mary Mag, I mean, that ain't right. I feel it ain't right.
Well, I think we live in an over-sexualized society. And whenever I say over-sexualized, I mean over-sexualized in all kind of ways.
Just for you messing me up right now. He said, be proud. Doesn't men walk around naked? You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing I was going to say this. And I won't bring this up too, right? Okay, a lot of things going on between men and women, especially in the black community. Like our ladies, our lesbians, which call themselves studs, which, hey, who you love and what you are. I love it, man. You know,
Mona Lisa, send put your email in the chat. Put your email in the chat, and I'm gonna send you a link that'll let you join the show. I'll bring you on if we can hurry up and get this done before the top of the hour.
I saw this recently where they was getting at this female that she identified herself as a lesbian, as a stud, and she had her shirt off at a park, and so. You know, a grown man say you should put your shirt on. She say, why? He got his shirt off. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's like, why come at me?
Well, we can't make no rules at this point.
Yeah, the rules out the door. There's no more rules no more.
Because every time you make a rule, it's gonna offend somebody.
When they made body fishnets and they could wear their underwear under it in public, all the rules was gone, buddy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we living in a society where that's how we got on the conversation. Yeah. I said we living in a society where, man, we relax the boundaries a little bit to try to make sure that we take care of everybody and everybody's not offended in some kind of way or whatever the situation may be. And now we don't got to the point where ain't no rules. It's I'ma do me culture.
Let me ask you this too. I'm gonna ask you this. I'm glad you thank you because you answering well today. I'm putting you on the stage. Okay. Now, if another black woman who's maybe with her husband, fiance, boyfriend.
I'm trying to get this Mona Lisa lady to come in. She says she want to be added. She have something to bring to the show.
Yeah, put your email real quick.
Put your email up so I can send you a link.
Let me ask you this. Is a woman that's with her man or her husband, if she says something to another woman that's just got all her body out or whatever, whatnot,
is she wrong?
She wrong for saying like, baby, you in here like this, you know, all these people there with their husband and boyfriend, and you out here like this. Is she wrong?
It depends on the place, but if it's a place like church or it's a place where you should be dressing a little bit more respectful. See, that's the problem. It's a time and a place for everything. Because, that makes sense.
No, it does. Because
the issue, that's what I want. The issue is not exactly what the women are wearing. Because even back in the days, if you went certain places, you would see women dressed provocative. But you had to go to those places where those women felt comfortable dressing provocative. But we don't got to a position where it ain't no time and a place rules. Like, we just don't lost the ethics of where the places of where we at. That makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, because during the civil rights movement, the only provocative stuff you saw was dancing. Maybe you know what I'm saying? Because everybody else was.
No, you gotta go to the hole in the wall.
Well, they had hole in the walls back then. Morton went there.
Yeah, and they was dressing provocative in there. They was letting the shoulder hang down.
And the bra that push out. And
and they're going to have a little short skirt on.
That was the lovely, whoever made that bra. I'm sorry.
Yeah. You feel where I'm going, though? Like, so, it was a time and a place. Like,
do you feel you
had more of a choice. So I had a choice and now if I'm in the hole in the wall, I don't care if I was in there playing the damn saxophone
or
the piano. If I was in there, then I had to be subjective.
Let me through there.
You know what I'm saying? To what they doing in that place because it was the rules of that particular place. So now we got to a point where they just don't got rid of the rules. Like, it's a time and a place for everything.
So does that devalue that type of dressing and activity? Does that devalue the black woman? You know, especially when she's going into corporate America, she look more as a sex object. You know what I'm saying? Than her intelligence. Do others devalue that for a lot of black women?
Well, you're not supposed to.
Not they going to work like that. But I'm saying, does that corporate woman that comes in that dresses, you know, like a classy woman, does that set a standard in her mind when she's going into corporate America to other men mind? That they look at her as a sex object, not for intelligence, because of overwhelmingly ways.
Talking about when she dress sexy?
Yeah, no. She don't dress sexy.
When she don't dress sexy?
So the women that don't dress with everything out there and they go in corporate America and different and does that put a scar on them? Where because if 90%
it put a scar on them on the fact of the matter that they might not get that extra push or
And
nudge.
respect for intelligence because hey.
No, I think they do get it. I think they get it more.
Yeah,
I think
that's what I was asking.
When a woman is dressed more respectfully and she come with a more direct and kind of what's the word, stern about her morals and stuff like that, I feel like she get more respect in her success though. That makes sense. Right. Like as she becomes successful, she's gonna get more respect because people already have that demeanor on her that they know she's not that type of girl. But the girl that dress a little bit more provocative, she might have the same moral standards as the woman who don't dress as provocative, but because she do dress provocative, just being realistic, I don't care what's politically correct or not. In my mind, I'm
trying to be serious, man. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all.
Or in the man's mind, not every man. No. In a lot of people's mind, they gonna be looking at her like she just like the women who dress provocative.
So she won't be respected as much in the office. Now I'm gonna go to now. You brought me somewhere else because I'm asking you this because I love your concepts of mind thinking on a lot of this stuff. So I'm gonna ask you this, my brother. So does that make it harder within marriage, right? When there's women out there that are more provocative than you as a woman.
Did you hear me say I'm talking every day?
I'm talking about at home, inside your house. You know what I'm saying? And say that your woman is she throw because you know she have on some shorts, go to bed with the robe on, and then when you're on social media, everybody, you know what I'm saying, with the curves that she might have. And the curves, and they all out there, and that man is expecting to see that moves him, and she's not doing that. Does that put pressure on a woman to act different, unlike she is today, than what it was when you met her and it was fine? But now when you know, and she just dressed regular, she might just throw on sweats when she go out or around the house or whatever. But now over here, you got everywhere you look, she know her husband and a guy sees nothing but God's grace. I will say it that way. So does that put pressure on a woman to that makes other women decide?
I can't answer for a woman. That's why I need a woman on this show because I really can't answer for her. I would assume that maybe so in some circumstances if you're not secure in your relationship. Like I feel like, you know, I only can speak on my personal situation. My wife, she a
very classy woman,
fashion designer. She a classy woman, but she also have worn some things that, you know, were more provocative than I say were average. So I think, you know, but I think, you know, I think she know how to get sexy when she need to get sexy. So you feel what I'm saying? Okay. But I would assume that it apply pressure because as a man, does it apply pressure to you that money is such a big deal now in relationships, and you got all of the dudes that flaunt their money and do all of that stuff? Do that apply more pressure to you to be more materialistic in your relationship and be more what's the word that I want to use? Bodacious with your money? You feel what I'm saying? And how you spend your money?
First of all, don't put bodacious in me and man. But no, really, I'm gonna be honest with you. For a lot of years, because I was blessed to accomplish what I've accomplished, you know, and that's what I love about my wife. Because at first it was like I thought after my divorce, you know what I'm saying, I wasn't married for a long time and was like staying away from relationships because I was like, okay, when I was married, I knew she met me from she worked at Foot Locker and I was still trying out here. You know what I'm saying? So I know she loved me for me. So getting into the career I got into, I'm feeling like, will I ever find anybody that just loved me for me? So I was always, that's why I had this lull in between my first marriage.
I might not even take you serious until you go through a hard spot with me.
Yeah. So
if I meet you and I'm up, I might not take you serious, Jordan.
So it was hard for me because I'm gonna tell you, I got to a point before my wife now, right? I got to a point. If a woman, I'm talking to a female, and she was like, "Well, Mr. Serv, I don't talk to her no more because she looking at no limit." You know what I'm saying? She don't want me for me, and that's what I felt. They didn't give him a chance. I would run away from him. You know what I'm saying? So it took me a while. You know what I'm saying, to actually, meet somebody that I felt comfortable.
So do it apply more pressure? Yes
to
or no?
to spend money?
Yeah,
No, not for me because
I think it do. For
I
me.
mean, no, to a lot of men it do
To a certain extent.
because
I'm gonna say to a certain extent.
these days
I ain't going overboard, but to a certain extent, I gotta do certain things,
but
bro.
for me in doing what I'm doing, and it's the crazy part, I could be on the same financial level as every other man, right?
Everybody like wifey here now. They gonna be like, they trying to see if I'm gonna be still talking.
No,
the
you're
same.
gonna still be talking. I know him, y'all. I know him. But but for me, it got to a point where it was do if you don't, damn if you do, damn if you don't, because it's expected. Okay, of what I did, they automatically felt, and then the cars I drove, and I'm not gonna lie, my life that
You had some fly cars
and
now.
so yeah, so it was like it was expected. Like if I meet him, it's going down. Like I will meet people in between my first marriage and up until now. I will meet people, and they would females. I go to talking to them comfortable. They just come straight out, trying to get my hair done and my nails and my feet done. What's going on with you? I'm like, nothing going on with me. You know what I'm
I
saying?
ain't got it.
And then later on, yeah, and later I used to blame PA pills yet, but I'm coming visit you in a white Benz one day, a white Rover the next day, a white
I
Vectra
don't
the next
need,
day.
man. If
Yeah.
you can't go through the struggle with me one time, I don't need.
It hurt me, man, because I wanted. That's why Tupac song, my favorite
Let
song
me
of
do a
all time,
reset.
"Unconditional Love." That was my favorite song. But yeah,
All right, man. WHIV 102.3 FM, New Orleans. Of course, it is the Morning Brew. Our morning chit chat. That's what we call it.
Yeah,
Before
yeah.
we get to the top of the hour and we start talking about serious
And-
topics, we're gonna start calling it the
and-
Morning Brew chit chat.
and
You got-
open Pandora's box.
You gotta get here. You gotta get here early to
Yeah.
get the good stuff. That be the morning chit chat we do every
It's
morning.
slightly raw and uncut. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we was talking about this morning. I don't know how we got on the subject. We was talking about stuff we seen on social media.
Yeah.
And basically what we were talking about, we got on the subject. I forget what story. I forget what story that put us on the subject.
Yeah, how we got on it.
And then we started talking about women. Oh, because the guy came out with a social media post and talking about black women specifically. And I was asking about getting a woman on the show. I want to bring another woman on the show.
And then I turn around and start interviewing you.
Yeah, and so we started talking about, women dressing more provocative
against versus the women that are not.
in modern day society. And I was telling people like, yo, it is. It's getting out of hand.
Yeah.
Got to pray every day.
And I think it's an effect on our young girls too, how they're coming up and feel like they should do it. Because if you look at social media, and we're gonna be totally honest right now. You look at the pages that some females got 500,000 followers, 700,000 followers, and you look at their page and
girl talking about she a personal trainer, and every video, she ain't got one video on there where she lifting weights, and if she do, you can't even see the weights.
What they call it, not tights, yoga pants and all
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
She talking about she a personal trainer, son. She every shot started at her derriere.
Her apple bottom. Yeah.
You for real? Or she bent over with the breast area showing.
Because I start getting to a point, I'm not gonna lie, and I might be hypocritical.
And you said, man, my friend girl, she I don't want to say that word because
optometrist. Yeah,
I let you butcher.
I think I said it right.
You was close.
She look at your eyes. She look at your eyes.
You was close right there. On her own office and everything. She out at the club with
was a nerd growing up.
I'm talking about she got a whole fishnet on with nothing but some pins.
Bro, she used to be reading books on chemical engineering at the basketball game.
She's smart as hell.
Yeah. And then I come out there, she got the fishnet on, no bra. And I didn't even, let me tell you something. She was so much of a cool, sweet nerd schoolgirl. I said, I didn't even know you had those. And I'm talking about on the chest. Like, I didn't even know you had those. She never was like that. And she was like, well, and her thing was like, well, you're looking You know what I'm saying?
But my wife, she say this all the time. She say we live in a world that's so over sexualized.
Oh, very.
I got that from her.
No, it's
Because
very,
she say that all the time. She say in society, not just with the women, with the men, just in society, period. Everything
okay.
is over
No,
sexualized.
if you go look up the numbers outside of blood pressure medicine, right? ED medicine is the biggest seller right now. All these different ED pills, ED this, ED that. Cause so men
If y'all don't know what that means, look it up.
yeah, hey, you got some problems in you got some problems in the boat. The man in the boat is tripping. You know what I'm saying? So, but if you look at it, that's sexual. Everything is sexual. Like, hey, if it, you know how to hit you with it. If he's not such and such, everything is the move over there because it's like
you asked me the question. You said, is it challenging for marriages? I'm a quote Boosie. And you know when I start quoting Boosie,
oh Lord, the Honorable Deacon Boosie and the Honorable Deacon Boosie.
Anytime you start quoting Boosie, you know for a fact we going in the wrong direction.
It's serious. It's go, yeah.
Boosie said, man, back in the day, you ain't have to worry about your woman. She only mess with the mailman, the postman, or the people at her job.
And the milkman.
Yeah, now she go on the internet. They got men everywhere, and it's vice versa the same way.
Oh, it's the truth, man. I mean, it's the truth, man. It's right now, and I always said social media was the worst thing for relationships in marriage because if you take a break, back in the days you broke up, right? Say y'all broke up on a Monday,
y'all
right?
Take a little break.
You got on Monday, and it's like 9 times out of 10. She ain't gonna see another man, even if she go out here and there to the store. She not gonna meet another man. Now they wake up at Monday. You got big bear gummy. She got his shirt off and
she got about 10 DMs on deck that she already
put out there. I'm single and I'm outside.
That she already saved.
And then she done turned big bear gummy page. He on there.
But I tell all of you women out there, don't get relaxed in that.
Yeah, don't get the grass is green on the other side. What people say.
Yeah, don't get relaxed in that. Just because you got them 10 DMs and somebody reaching out and you can reach out back to them, just know.
I always said
these women ain't walking around naked for nothing.
There it is. I'm gonna tell you something. I've always said that
out here lying, talking about I was doing this for me.
Yeah, you were. Yeah. Right? See, but see, I feel like, and I've been saying this, and people say something wrong with me when I say this, because now everybody won't be challenging and trolls or whatever. And I've said it. I said a relationship and two people staying together that got kids and working it out, through better or for worse. You know what I'm saying? They don't do that because social media is almost like. Yo, bro, the marriage over on Monday, and you like, man, back in the days,
because there's so many options, or at least quote unquote what they think is so many options. Till you get out there in that cesspool,
yeah,
you get out there in that cesspool, then you start rethinking your movements, and that go for men and women. Yeah, I seen it go both ways.
On that side, you got the Dope Ghetto Night, he there to get in the DMs, and then on the other side, you got Big Bodacious. You know what I'm saying? For the men that's sitting there and saying, "Oh, I'm sorry you went through that," but how you been? Now it's harder for if she come to her senses by Wednesday.
I want what you got, Uncle Frank.
Yeah, it's and I think it has made it harder. And then the sexualization that's out there, whereas a man, you know what I'm saying, you sit at home and you might be in there little shedding a little tear because you miss it and hope everything works. And then you scrolling down the internet. You know what I'm saying? And cute back train. She over there with doing the dance on there, and bam, there it is. You done forgot all about the love that you never wanted to break up with. It's out there, and don't go outside now. Don't, like you said, we outside. Don't go outside because you're gonna see it all.
Yeah,
you don't even have to look at porno stuff. Because it's outside in the flesh right in front of you.
Definitely be careful about going outside.
Let me tell you something. When little kids know what areolas and all that are, they shouldn't know that at the age. I saw a video where the boy said, "Oh, your areolas." I'm like, huh? How you know these things? It's out there, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you saw the video with the little kid and the lady was bent over and they was talking and she was down the hallway and he had to be 3 years old and he turned his head sideways and she was bent over.
Come on,
looking.
let's sum it up because I'm
Yeah.
looking at the time. We gotta go.
So, but just
Give
down to the
me
point.
your final thoughts.
My final thought is that we need Jesus.
Man, we
'Cause
need to. Well,
we
we
need
can't
Jesus.
relax all of the rules.
No. We need Jesus, period.
You're right about that.
Because right now, and another thing too, if you got a good woman and man at home, both things, and they at home and they with you, and long as they ain't putting their hands on you, you know what I'm saying? Work it out. Cause out there right now, every see what's outside for y'all is everything.
No,
And everybody. I feel that way.
This
Work it
my
out.
final
I'm saying
thoughts.
disrespecting and nobody cheating on each other. Work it out.
Well, we
'cause-
wasn't even. Well,
no,
I
I'm
guess
just
that's a
saying.
part of the conversation.
No, I'm just saying because what you think is out there, what you see, you know what I'm saying? It's a reason it's out there.
It's not what you get.
Yeah, it's the reason it's out there. It's
What
the
you see
reason.
is what
It's
not,
the
it's
reason
not
why
what you
some
get.
man not saying, "Baby, stay home, don't dress like that," bro, don't be out there like that. It's a reason. If they're not cheating on each other, work it out and stay home. Because what's outside is outside.
I'm gonna give my final thoughts. My final thoughts is we was just talking about time. I think it's a time and a place for everything. And I'm not gonna go back. I'm gonna go back on my original statement when I was saying I'm not trying to take away from the liberation of women. I'm not trying to,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, take away your choice. And this go for everybody, men and women. We got to get back to accountability,
Mhm.
and we got to get back to our moral standards. And we know that some rules are going to offend some people,
And find attraction
but
again.
but we gotta have, but we need to have
Mhm.
we need to have rules and regulations. Like you can't go to the schoolhouse, the church, you feel what I'm saying, and your place of business acting the same way
Looking
and
like you
dressing the
outside.
same way you do when you outside. I think that's the most important thing. I think that's what the original conversation was about. Like, yo, it's a time and a place for everything.
And it's okay as a man, fellas. It's okay to mess with that wholesome, spiritual, good woman. You know what I'm saying? That ain't got all her body out. And ladies, it's okay to mess with the guy that wear a quarter zip and a button-down collar and things like that.
We need more people doing that. We need more people doing that. It's okay to mess with them, but you need more people being quarter zips. You need more people being classy and wholesome women. The problem
ain't a freak in the sheets.
No,
in the streets.
The problem ain't who people choose.
And that's both men and women.
It ain't. See, this is what we be getting mixed up at, sir. Now I gotta go, and you gotta be getting back on the lesson.
I like it. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I didn't mean to say that.
This is what we get mixed up at.
Yeah.
We saying, oh, choose the wholesome, choose the quarter zip. No, we need to start having more wholesome and more to choose from. If that's all that you got to choose from, you're gonna choose somebody.
They meant to be chose, huh?
God created us like this.
Bruh, if you
to choose somebody.
We gonna cut this clip. I want them to see you when you say this.
God made us to choose somebody.
True.
So you gonna choose somebody.
The game was meant to be chosen.
You feel me? So we need to start making sure that we do a better job upbringing the people that's gonna be chosen.
Because it's possible you're gonna bring a child into this world.
No, I got some kids. I got 5 of them. You feel me? They got to choose somebody. They are going to choose somebody.
No, I get you.
So if all they got to choose from
is Cardi B. I'm sorry, Cardi.
Yeah, me telling them don't choose that, and that's all they got to choose from. I'm being naive to myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm being immature. I'm not being realistic.
Yeah. I you know what I'm saying, and I respect that, man. I respect everything you're saying. We've had some laughs on this subject. You got to move on because we're getting at the top of the hour, going over.
Yeah, we passed the top of the hour.
You know, boy, you go to write a book. You know, I got another chapter I need you to write in my book.
I do need to write
I'll
a
give
book.
you a chapter. I'll give you a chapter. I'm about to release the book.
I really need
Situation.
I really need to write the book,
Look,
man.
I'm gonna do a quick because Sophisticated Situations is coming out right now. It's a book that I have called Let's Talk from a Black Man to a Black Woman. It's coming out real soon this summer. You know, we going on tour with it, and that's for some of the Mars of Venus that he has created also. I'll be on that show. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? I get what you're saying. So I know we got to move on because you thoroughly entertained me and taught me some things. You know what I'm saying? Please edit this stuff and put this stuff out. This gonna be a follow and like thing. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's honest. I think nobody's been honest since Kevin Samuels like you was.
I messed their head up.
You know what? You gonna be new to Kevin Samuels.
In my 20s, I was cool with that. I also was a womanizer. I like the women. I had plenty of.
You dealt with the flesh, huh?
The flesh. Pray every day.
I went on picnics.
I thank God. Well, he changed me.
I went on picnics.
For real.
I went on picnics and long walks in the park.
You ain't being honest with yourself. You gotta be honest with yourself. That's how you get better.
Hey man, hey.
If you can't, you gotta.
At least you didn't have an entertainment. At least you didn't have an entertainment name. Whenever somebody said, "What's your name? Rap name?" Serv, was you a stripper? Are you a stripper? Lisa, you didn't get that. I you know how many times I explained that? I'm sorry, not a stripper.
Just for it said a long fight. I had my run. I had my run.
You had your run out there, huh?
Yeah.
I never had a run. Why you got quiet when I said?
I guess.
Oh my God, man! Babe, are we going to a song or are we just going straight into the rest of it?
Wifey said, "Won't he do it?
Won't he do it?"
For real?
I'll tell you.
I'm pretty sure my wife prayed for me too.
So back in
my
the days,
grandmama, my mom, and them.
So back in the days, you ran from holy water.
No, I ain't never ran from the Lord. I just wasn't all the way right. Mm-hmm. Man, we all be sinning. We all was created in sin, and we all have our issues. That was an issue that I had to get it together.
I told my son, I said, "Son, don't let nobody tell you nothing." I said, "Your daddy had area codes and zip codes around the world." I said, "Please understand." Like when Luda made that song, and you talk about area codes.
I met a woman, and I met a woman that was good enough.
I
met a woman that was good
That's
enough.
Good for me.
That I had to change. I had to do better. I had to work on it. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I love my wife like that. She accepted me for who I am.
There ain't a man walking that can snake me out of my Garden of Eden. Nah, see, we're gonna go into other terms on that.
WHIV 1023 FM.
Don't start sharing. You know, some snakes wear suits and nice clothes. You know what I'm saying? And speak real nice.
Slick.
Yeah, you know, the pimp named Baby Powder.
Don't start sharing, so she ain't gonna put. But that how you avoid that is you avoid. Remember when I was telling you earlier? I said back in the day. Mm-hmm. Women dressed provocative and they was doing provocative things back then. Men and women even back in the day. But see, the difference is back in the day, you had to put yourself in that position. You feel what I'm saying? Like you had to go to those places to be around those things. And it's kind of the same way today. Yeah. Like some places I have to stay away from because I don't want to put myself in that position. It's the same way with everything that we do. We have to kind of stay away from that stuff.
Let me ask you this real quick. Due to your profession, because our profession, because me and you in the same, do we get a bad name? You know what I'm saying? That people automatically, when they first meet a woman, automatically think that you're a womanizer because of the profession that you're in and we're in.
I mean, it's all kind of stereotypes in the world.
But I know that, but like being in, because you're around music, entertainment, and everything.
Yeah, I mean, everybody knows that's a stereotype of entertainers. You feel what I'm saying? But to be honest with you, one of the things that's like propaganda too, because I know a lot of entertainers that are entertainers that like them probably some of the most faithful people.
Yeah,
they around a lot of stuff all the time, but they
myself.
They also some of the most faithful people because they already seen all of that. They probably usually how they run and they do some wild
Yeah,
stuff. But after you done did it and all that 1 or 2 times, like bro,
and I'll share this. You get to a point where you want a good wholesome woman
you need your
because
escape from that.
it's crazy.
Because
Like,
when you know
yeah,
when you in the
you get
entertainment,
disgusted.
yeah, you
after
could
a way, after
because
a way.
you see what it really
Yeah.
is. Like you see the fakeness
And
of it.
then you find emptiness.
You see the ungenuineness of it.
I'll say this, and it's just sharing it because you brought it up real quick, and I'll say it real quick so we can move on. I remember one time when I knew because I was married and then divorced. You know what I'm saying? And I was out there when I told you I moved to Atlanta, and then I would come back and forth to New Orleans, and something hit me one day because I started going back to church, to Bristol church, right? And so, and long story short, I went out one night, and I was just out.
Come on, man.
And real quick,
Hurry up.
and I went out. I went out right now. I went out, and and I had females kept saying hello to me. Right, a few females said, a lot of them, and I looked around and I just felt like real messed up because those are situations I had, and I went home. I left because I was just like I was back in church and I just didn't feel right. Like I felt dirty. I'm gonna be real with you. And it just got to a point where I'm like, I can't be out there like that anymore. I don't care if I'm newly divorced and I'm out here. It's like, no, I want a wife again. Cause I get laughed at by fellas like, why back then, like, why you want to get married? And I'm like, women like men that want to be want to be married.
I see that for you.
Yeah.
I don't think I couldn't see you being out there like too much of run. You ain't really a run the streets type of guy.
Cause I did it. I seen it all. I seen it. Like I said real quick.
No, it's not real quick. The third time,
it's not bragging.
I stop you on the third one. This is the new rule. When you say real quick, the third time,
you
give me the topic.
All right. We give it the topic. Just know I had my time. I
believe you.
Yeah.
I know you did.
In countries,
you had the Corvette and all that.
In countries.
I believe you.
But I feel dirty. Okay. All right. Okay. We got to get out there. We got to definitely talk about. Seems like the war is probably over. So we got to talk about the pros and cons and the pressures that could it bring it back or everything. Got a ceasefire, which me and you gonna talk about.
Talk about that.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that, and we talk about an unfortunate incident, tragic situation that happened yesterday in New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? And
I don't think it happened yesterday. You talking about
the shooting?
M-line?
Yeah. Was that yesterday?
M-line? No, I'm gonna quit playing.
And we go
M-line. Yeah. Did it happen yesterday?
Yeah,
I thought it happened.
I thought it was yesterday.
I thought it happened a couple of days ago.
Well, okay. If it happened a couple of days ago, maybe I saw it late on social media.
No, I think it came out late.
Okay.
That was one of our questions of why that thing haven't been reported yet. Like I think this happened a couple of days ago.
Harris Robinson talk about the stock market. We ain't talk big money. We ain't talk about the stock market right now. Yeah, but now I'm messing with my guy. And we're
that's two good stories though.
Yeah. And well, God, we was talking about something yesterday you want to revisit.
My bad, I got you off your square this morning.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? We was talking about how you felt about the dude with the kids in Kenner.
Yeah. There you go.
And the kids had the water guns.
Yeah. We said we're gonna discuss more.
I got a new update on that case. So both the kids and the man who shot the gun got arrested.
Yeah. So
because at first they were saying the kids got arrested. I guess they went back and backtracked on that.
Yeah. So which one you want to start with, or you want to go to a music break, and which one you want to start with and go straight back into it? You want to get over Trump?
Yeah, let's get Trump. Let's get Trump out the way.
All right. As you guys know out there right now, when it comes to the
maybe the people could get a little happy.
Yeah.
We ain't been able to report no good news on this story yet.
No, M-Line didn't get shot, Harrison.
That's how rumors get started.
Yeah. Go get your loan and get your house from Harris Robinson, man with two last names. He gonna give you the same. So okay, it's a ceasefire agreement that Iran agreed to. A ceasefire.
We got 2 weeks.
2 weeks, right? So they got a 2 week ceasefire agreement, and also for them to open the Straits of Hormuz. Iran, right?
So that means the gas gonna get cheaper.
That means the gas should go down. It should now.
We got to give it a couple days.
But Iran did not follow it because even though when they announced it, Iran was still hammering Israel. And so the thing is now is Why did he? Why did? Because it made it look like he caved in. Donald Trump caved in. You know what I'm saying? And gave in because he kept bringing saying 24 hours, 48 hours, 4 days. I'm going to obliterate. I think the statement, the pressure came to him with the statement that he said that he was going to take care, get rid of a civilization, obliterate a civilization to never come back again. And the world started really putting pressure for him to say that and was wondering if he was going to do that. Because the only way to do that, it would be what? A nuclear weapon, right? So now they have a 2-week ceasefire, but it seemed like Iran really didn't cease fire. They kept going for a little while.
Well, honestly, one of the things that I seen this morning, they were saying that President Donald Trump even proposed a 10-point plan to end the war, and then Iran came back and proposed their own 10-point plan.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if anybody accepted the 10-point plan to end the war totally, but they do. For me, I'm happy that they at least talking about ending the war.
It's $115, man, to fill up my car. That ain't right.
Man, I put $50 in my truck the other day. That gas needler laughed at me.
Man, but I'll say this.
That gas needler said, I know you lying.
You was a lie. But I'll say this also, and the thing about it is now the pressure is on. The pressure is on, and because our clown people that don't understand, because if boots on the ground, if troops would have went in, it would have been bad. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say this: I know we could destroy Iran, we could run through them, but it still would be casualties. That's not good. And we're looking at the midterms coming up, and Trump's approval ratings were terrible with this war, right? And everything that everybody is going through, the economy, and
everybody was mad.
So the economy, and then also something big, and I'm not just saying it, it was showing up there that the generals start saying basically like, no, we're not following your orders, because they wasn't going to put us in harm's way for something that he's doing. So they would not, because it could have been mutiny. You know what I'm saying? It could have been not a coup attempt, but the generals were saying enough is enough. And then Republicans start voting against him and saying this war is enough. And then the midterms are coming up. So did he do it not just to open the Straits of Hormuz to do what he usually do, get his money? Did he do it because he know if he loses, if he loses, if things they lose the House with midterms, he know impeachment is coming. You know what I'm saying? And so they're going to lose the House. And once Republicans start voting against him, so did he usher that? And do y'all think, because the world is saying, he lost. Everything he did, he lost because he wanted to make the deal with Iran. You know what I'm saying? And so, because Iran was to the point that, hey, we're going to keep going with this, because they knew we were hurting money-wise.
I don't think it was Iran. I think it was the pressure of the American people.
Yeah, I think it was pressure of the American people, and he know not just the impeachment thing, because they're not gonna get him out. I
think if it was up to Donald Trump himself personally,
yeah, he would have kept going.
I think he would have blew them off the map like he said he was. But the fact of the matter that the world leaders and his supporters and all of his allies.
Wait a minute,
because he ain't no dummy. I feel like that's what caused him to be like, all right, I'm a chill because I don't really have enough support.
Hold on.
If we would have had one fool to be like, yeah, I'm backing him, I think he would have really did that.
Hold on, I'm about to be down, P. All right, people in the chat, they're going crazy in the chat. Oh my God, people insulting people in the chat there. Getting a little serious there in the chat. We have to show respect and counter respect to each other. Oh my God. So that subject we had earlier that got it popping. So
when we was talking, what they still talk about what we was talking about earlier?
Yeah, it's kind of it's getting deep there. Trust the process, and Miss Selena Pierre from Florida League Janitorial Service says, from your profile, I could tell you have a price if you knew.
Oh man, we don't even be reading stuff like that, because trusting the process, you be trolling. Let's stick to the regular schedule program.
Okay.
And we do ask that you be respectful in the chat.
Yeah, it got a little rough in there. I'm being a peacemaker.
Make sure y'all stay respectful in the chat.
But I think
they chitter chatter back and forth with each other all the time.
I think you're right. I just want peace. But I think you're right, man, because I think the pressure of the polls and then like Harris Robinson, I was joking earlier with him, the stock market fell bad. Now it's going back up once he do the ceasefire. So and then he's looking at the midterms because if they lose the House and the Senate, then nothing he will want to try to do. It will be no more money making, no more scams, no more nothing because it will be voted down. And then I think because they voted against giving him what that is, what 200 trillion or whatever it is he wanted, $200 billion to continue the war. See, it also shows that we not just the fact we going money is bad, what the U.S. Treasury said, we insolvent right now, which we're broke. We got more, what I'm saying, liability and assets. It also shows that we weren't prepared for a long war. You know what I'm saying? Ammunition wise, money wise, or whatever. We were prepared to go in, hit them hard, and then get it over with real quick. And we couldn't do that, and it couldn't be done. And so now,
Well, I feel like them people in Iran. I feel liberation. I'm glad that they talking about stopping all this bombing
yeah.
and all this crazy.
No, they haven't
stuff.
stopped them.
I said I would.
Yeah.
No, well, they was showing the videos of the people in Iran, and they was happy and excited about the ceasefire and all of that.
They were.
And
I know Israel happy.
I'm feeling the same way them people feeling.
But let me ask you
I'm
this.
ready for this stuff to stop too.
Let me ask you this. Okay, when all this is said and done and all over, right? And one of the biggest things that was out there that Israel has so much control over us that we went into this based on the fact they control us, right? So now when you come out, because Iran, the objective, I think, with Israel was their long-standing enemy was to just eliminate them, right? And now that didn't happen. So will we still have problems in the Middle East, which is going to cause us because there's money, there's oil. Then a lot of our bases were damaged. So we got a lot of money problems. We got bases that need to be fixed now, that need to be rebuilt and whatever because our strategic points. So I agree with you that it was the people here in the United States because his people, MAGA, was turning on him. Republicans,
it was the lack of support. Ain't nobody trying to really get down with that.
Because if you somebody that rely upon your car to get backwards forward to work,
MAGA, they move like gang culture, right?
Yeah.
So they only
first time I heard that
they only get more hype when they got more people that agree, right? That makes sense.
Yeah.
Like if you just pay attention, and this is like my hypothesis, but if you pay attention to MAGA culture,
that was a big word, but go ahead.
If you pay attention to MAGA culture, like even just on everyday living, if it's like 4 of them, they get more bold. If it's like 10 of them, they get more bold. If it's like 20 of them, they get extra bold.
They out of control.
But now with the war, what started happening was they was losing that camaraderie, right? And the pressure of the American people and the fact of the matter that the government really couldn't, his followers couldn't justify decisions that he was making it and make it make sense. And it was becoming an issue.
But you said something.
That's the reason why I feel like we in the position that we in now.
I want you to repeat that for those who didn't hear, because I think you were saying MAGA became just regular everyday Americans to the point where it's like, look, my gas prices is high, these food prices is high. I got family over there, like Miss Pierre saying, I got family over there. This ain't cool. They came back away from this MAGA thing. Like, I'm really just a regular person, and this hurting me right now. I've been backing you, but this not good.
They started saying stuff like, I like Donald Trump for this. I like Donald Trump for this. I like him for this, but I ain't cool with this war.
With ICE and everything. Yeah, I like all that. But this right here.
Yeah, they started saying, oh, I ain't down with that right there. I said I'll ride with you to the store. I ain't say I was going to ride.
But you know the thing that Donald Trump got up to talk about, because you remember the video is just big where he was talking about Obama would start a war because he don't know how with Iran, because he don't know how to negotiate, right? And now you went and got in this situation, right? And it's worse, because this is why it's worse. You really asked for the ceasefire. So Iran could say, I stood up to the big bad wolf. And then I was watching some other reports where it was like America was considered the strongest force in the world and this, that, and that. And the
only thing that scared me about this ceasefire is if the so if we got MAGA, who is the people against MAGA? Because I don't feel like I'm either one.
Well, they're gonna say it's the liberals,
The
Democrats,
liberals and Democrats. That's what the name.
Yeah,
that's what they go. That's how they're gonna be identified, right?
Because if you not MAGA or
the only thing that could,
Trump, you liberal,
the only thing that could get us in trouble with this ceasefire and that'll make this stuff drag on a little bit further, if the liberals or Democrats start throwing it in Donald Trump's face.
Yeah.
That it was
he's so ignorant that it was he gonna do. You gotta do something.
That it was a defeat. That would be the only thing. If the world powers, if everybody started saying, "Oh, that was what they call it, a moral defeat or whatever they call it," because they got all these different terminologies for stuff. I apologize for sounding.
You got it right on point.
Sounding a little, maybe.
No. You got it right.
But that'll be the only thing.
That's what would make him do something dumb.
Because he got that "you ain't gonna play with me" attitude.
Let me read this from S. Muhammad because sends me some good stuff in my inbox, man. DM like stuff I'm learning. Said, love this. Iran achieved historic victory by forcing criminal U.S. to accept a 10-point plan. U.S. has accepted Iran's control over the Strait of Hormuz, enrichment right, removal of sanctions. Now watch this. What was just said, right? Put out there. Our thing was first, we go in there to free the Iranian people from a bad regime. The individual that's over Iran right now is the son, who is more radical. And then Iran will still retain rights to control the Straits of Hormuz. So we really don't win in that aspect.
Well, they just gonna let them slide with that right now until they come back for another. The United States, they never gonna have that problem again. They about to regroup.
Because 8 months ago we hit them and we thought it was so good, but the thing is, they keep saying about them being possibly having a nuclear bomb, and guess what? 8 months ago it didn't change that. You know what I'm saying? And even more so now that I think that they're gonna pursue it even more so, because it's like we need to have that power that we really need to have. So I think it was worse because somebody said something. I witnessed this being in Desert Storm, and I remember real quick. I'm just saying real quick, and I'm gonna get it out. I remember when we was on duty, and our Iraqi soldiers were saying through the fence, "We've been fighting for years, Shia and Sunni." You know what I'm saying? And they basically said, "We'll die for ours. Y'all cannot break us, and y'all cannot stop us." So, meaning to sit down and say, they will fight forever. We cannot change that over there. You get what I'm saying? So what's going to happen now? And then they were saying the more you kill the adults over there, and this was back then, you're creating a generation that hate America even more, right? So now what has been done now, have you created young Iranians that's going to hate America and Israel even more? So it's never going to go away.
Nah, I don't think it's gonna go away. It's gonna go away for a little bit, but I think the United States, this is just all speculation, okay? I think we're gonna chill for now, but I feel like
it'll come again.
In top government, they just gonna chill and rethink the situation because they like, oh yeah, we gotta figure that situation out with that. Iran, they got us with that Hormuz Strait. If they had us jammed up, we couldn't get nothing through there.
If Israel is not satisfied, Israel want Iran totally wiped out.
The next thing they about to do, they finna start trying to get control of that strait some kind of way.
What's gonna happen is just like with Yemen, it's called the Houthis. That's another proxy. Iran fights proxy wars. They have groups, radical groups in different cities that different countries that fight for them, where they put the money up and they do stuff. Because going with Yemen and all that, they have the Houthis that fired our ships and fired everybody's ships and everything else. So what's going to happen is those same proxy groups going to be doing the same thing. You get what I'm saying? So they not going to directly say it's Iran doing it. It's going to be with the Straits of Hormuz. It's going to be these proxy groups where it's like, oh, Iran didn't do that. They didn't shoot that missile at that oil tanker. No, the Houthis did it.
Right.
So,
or the Taliban or something like that.
Iran been doing that for years. They fight proxy wars like Hamas in Palestine. they get all their money and their firearms from Iran.
I want to do a quick
Yeah.
fire. We'll switch
Yeah,
gears.
we'll switch gears.
We'll switch gears on that. I know one thing that supposed to have been on the talk table that you didn't bring up.
I'm sorry.
They brought up the mayor and Vappy. You probably didn't want to talk about that, huh?
Vappy love, baby.
Vappy
love, baby.
The only reason that I brought up Mayor Cantrell and the
I
Vappy,
like talk about the past
because they got this new, the cases going on right now.
Oh, a case is popping up now.
Yeah, and it's all over the news, and they trying to make a big deal. They got new evidence that she spent money on alcohol. Like, that's the thing. I seen
I've been drinking.
Yeah,
oh.
They got the picture of her with the rings on.
No,
you ain't been seeing this?
No, man.
Reg was talking about this. JD was talking about this. Byron was talking about this.
Oh, Lord, no.
And I just wanted to respond to it because they was talking about it. I feel like, it's local news. It made I went and specifically looked at WDSU.
Now, people get on me because I don't really say it much. Y'all know she's friend of the family, real close to my family now. Did they brought up Vappy love?
It was all about her and Vappy relationship.
I told her, man, you got to
this whole
guy alone.
This whole thing that they talking about is all about the relationship.
My family taking a beating this year
with Vappy. And you know what? I only brought this up to say this. I don't care.
Yeah, I really, honestly.
And I don't understand why people are so adamant about taking her down. I'm like, man, we got her out of office. We got a new mayor. We trying to get stuff straight. What?
It's easy to be.
Can somebody type in the comment
why we to be a bully? See,
why we want to take her down? Like,
some people like bullying, and it's just that it's so. And I mean, I know people say, how she left the city and bad, and I understand that. If you're mad about that, the city and the decision she made,
but she gone.
No, I'm saying if you're mad about that, I could see you mad about it. I could feel you. You get what I'm saying? I can feel you. But the thing I always say when it comes to that, she was not alone in her choices. We had the city council. They had choices.
They're gonna call me a TD kid after this.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you get called that. You know what I'm saying? But I mean,
I am not a TD kid. I criticized her heavily whenever she was in office.
I did, but I tried not to because that is a friend of my family and whatnot. But I think it's gonna be like that. They do Obama that. Obama been out of office for so long, and as soon as Trump do something bad, Obama did it.
And on top of that,
it's like that, bro.
And on top of that, I really think her and Vappy, I don't think that was a fling. I think they really dig each other. And they might as well go ahead and live their happy life.
I have a bad personal look for that because Jason Cantrell, her late husband, you know what I'm saying?
He's my guy.
That's family. That's family.
Judge Cantrell actually sponsored some of my programming.
Judge Cantrell, you know what I'm saying?
But he done went on.
Yeah. He's going to, yeah, but I'm saying though, that he had his issues and his problems, but I also think that added to it. You know what I'm saying?
Like, man, them people relationship problem really ain't none of my business.
Yeah, I mean, it's rough, man. It's rough for me because I know, but on both sides of it, I know how he was to her because he had some issues and problems, mental problems and things he dealt with. You know what I'm saying? But I just felt like in the end, because I think about the daughter, you know what I'm saying? So when they bring up Vappy and all that, and I make jokes with the Vappy love, I just think about that little girl because now her mama's indiscretions is out there. It's her fault.
Well, she look grown now.
Yeah, but it don't matter when you're grown and your father is gone and your mama is on trial right now to probably go to jail. And most things she's on trial for.
The scariest thing is her mama might go to jail, and I don't want her to go to jail.
Yeah,
I don't think that's necessary.
But because that's gonna be a string of things. They sit Neg in the jail, and you know what I'm saying, and now she gonna go to jail. It's not good for black mayors in the city of New Orleans, former black mayors in the city of New Orleans,
and the whole misappropriation of funds. I think we done had so many mayors and politicians that have misappropriated That's the emergency
yeah,
broadcast.
child
Child alert. Okay, that's what that is. Everybody's phone should be going off. I'll go ahead and put this out there. If your phone is going off, it's an Amber Alert. Child abduction, East Baton Rouge. Suspect vehicle is gray. 2013 Toyota Tundra with Louisiana license plate C372710. Missing child is Castellanos, a 1-year-old Hispanic male wearing a brown sweater and khaki pajama pants.
ICE did it.
Suspect is unidentified black male.
Oh, no.
A black hoodie, black jeans, and brown boots. If you see, call 911.
What's wrong with us? What's wrong with us? Because usually sometimes that don't be us. Oh, man. See, once we start playing hockey and all that other stuff, we start getting into things we don't normally do.
He said once we start playing
I'm being 100. You know what I'm saying? We usually, if try to say if it's a sniper or a shooter, it's not us. Nah, it's us. We had to do with the bombing thing out on and all that stuff. Well, let's go move on because I get upset.
All right, so we'll move on from that particular story. In another local story,
I thought that was just for a truck that they were describing.
Stop it.
I had to get my boy.
In another story, I don't really have a lot of information on this, but I guess we'll bring it up because they're talking about it on social media. You heard the story about M-Line.
M-Line?
No, M-Line.
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 Sad, man.
So
conflict resolution.
They saying that somebody got shot, or two people got shot.
Said they got into it and then the guy went outside and came back. Conflict resolution. What was you talking about big time the other day?
They got into it in the stove?
They got into it in the stove. Now, what I gathered, it's since a female was with that guy, do you think it was somebody saw somebody with somebody? Because if it's two guys get into it and one was with a female and one leave out and come back, what you think that was about?
I don't know. I'm reading this comment from Trusting the Process. She said that girl went off on him or whatever for her cousin getting killed. Oh, they did. They had the cousin that came online. That's what I seen yesterday. Yeah. The cousin came online and was saying that M-Line James didn't come out and make a statement. And I was just saying it could be something going on as far as the investigation is concerned, or it could be a cover-up. I think locally, people were trying to figure out why this has been so hush-hush. Now, one of the craziest things I thought was how M-Line James has been such an influential person in New Orleans, and people have all of this great love for him.
No, it's been coming.
And I thought it was crazy how people was turning their back on that dude yesterday.
Let me tell you something.
They was ready to burn him at the stake yesterday,
Listen to me. Heavy who wears the crown. It says what we was talking about, the crabs in the barrel, the Willie Lynch syndrome. Sooner or later, see, when you get too high, you celebrate and you're happy, I've made it, I've done my thing. Our people come for you. So they wait for one mistake. Like, cause first thing they got at him about the 6th Ward when he was king again, and with 6th Ward steppers and
I don't feel like they was on him about that.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, and it's like
they was on Super about that.
I know that, but I'm saying, of course his name was in there, but I'm not talking about just that much. But I'm saying it was coming. You know what I'm saying? Just like you look at Jay-Z. They had Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let me ask you a question.
They like Hov at one time. It comes.
Let me ask you a question. If something like this allegedly, because I still have yet to see a news story or anything that this has happened.
Yeah,
this is only speculation. I don't even know if this happened. Well, Justin came out from Empower You NOLA and said he confirmed that it did happen.
Mm-hmm.
OG Murder.
M-Line.
Yeah, he the one that dropped the story.
M-Line.
He also was the one that had the cousin on, and the cousin biggest complaint, which all of the people was was on the bandwagon on the side of the cousin,
Mm-hmm.
saying that if this did allegedly happen, Emline James should have put out a public statement or sent condolences to the family.
Okay.
Should he, and should we be that mad
Okay.
at him for
Okay.
not?
Okay. On a moral aspect, yes, should. On now see, this is what a lot of people go see. This is where we were talking earlier about it, but we're gonna get into it another day of our thinking, our critical, sometimes ignorant, slow thinking, sometime of some of us, right? Okay, when a man has that happen in his business, right?
He
He
traumatized.
he traumatized, number one. Then he business traumatized because now you got to start getting with your lawyers. You got to get, because it could be lawsuits, it could be all types of things. How you gonna recover? Because maybe it could come to a point, I'm not buying his stuff no more. I'm not coming in his store no more. Now he's also in business mode, traumatized wise, because somebody lost their life in the store. So I'm not saying have sympathy for him. It's about the family right now. But our thing is, why are you, now this is what I'm gonna say with the cousin, and I understand it. I understand it. Why are you, shouldn't you be grieving? Why is the first thing come out your
I think
mouth?
it is grieving.
I mean, it could be a form
When
of
stuff
grieving,
like that happen, you just want to be
I
mad at
know you're mad at
somebody.
somebody, but and I do understand like that happened. It should have, that date when it happened, you should have came on and had an unfortunate incident in my store, blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? I
I would
want
have
to give
felt like I
condolence to
had
the
to put a
family.
statement
Yeah.
out.
Oh, and then all the people around him, round, because that's Mia X's, little cousin. So we knew him from there. But all these people be around him should have been saying, "Hey, you got to say something." You know what I'm saying? That's when you don't have public relations, a public relations person.
Well, the
You know,
public relation person would have put a statement
put
out,
out a
whether he said
yeah, not
something or
yeah.
not.
Yeah, that's like you got to look at your team now. You got to sit back and say what he's about to go through, because he's gonna go through a lot. Because that cousin, I saw that
I'm
cousin
I'm
statement.
I'm sure they probably had to close his store down and everything. Man,
Mm-hmm.
that man, I ain't gonna even lie. I don't want to, and I definitely don't want to sound
Mm-hmm.
unsympathetic to the family.
Yeah,
I don't want to sound unsympathetic to the family. I just think it's two sides to everything.
it is. Go ahead and say it, because you're not being mean. We have to start looking. One thing that we do wrong, and me and you talk about this before, because you always tell
We
me I'm
mad at
soft
M
on.
line.
Yeah,
We should be mad at that fact of the matter that they can't have a disagreement and somebody got to
conflict
get
resolution.
get
A gun got to be drawn. Be a man. Put your hands up,
M line mad too. Cause why y'all shooting in my stove?
because that's gonna hurt his business. And that man worked. That young man worked hard to get where he is at. You know how hard it is in this in this city to get people to support you as a black-owned businessman. First of all, and then you going into the clothing garment, and you've been in the city of fashion, basically Atlanta, and you know how hard it is to get a clothing line started. How many had started and failed? And this man has one that's building, and is building outside of New Orleans, because I think he's in Houston also. So this is not a good look as a black eye for his business. But I know what trumps this. Before anybody jump to conclusions, somebody lost their life. Forget everything. Somebody lost their life. And I don't think right now it should be about him saying it's okay to say it, but saying that he should have released a statement. Right now, how did this individual lost their life? Why? How can we fix this? How can we learn conflict resolution? What was the issue? Because I would like to know what the problem was.
I need more
Yeah,
information.
because if it was over a female, you know what I'm saying, or the female that was there, because she got injured also.
Is it a possibility that this whole story under a bigger
I think
investigation?
it's something bigger gonna come out. I think it's something bigger gonna
Maybe
come
he
out.
ain't say nothing because the police, like like sometimes when it's a big story,
Mm-hmm.
the law officers, you know, they tell people that's involved in the case to be quiet about this. They tell the news to be quiet about this so that they can handle their investigation without tampering. Could it be one of these situations where
It could be some
the
underlying stuff going on.
like the law trying to get everything figured out, and they'll rather the information don't get out too fast
Mm-hmm.
because they feel like is gonna tamper with the case. Could that be a possibility?
No, that you strongly spoke some of that earlier, and remember we talked about. I think you're right. You're right. That's a big possibility, but also I'm looking at M line, or are they regrouping in the mindset? Could they get sued? You feel what I'm saying? Remember we talked about, and you're like, man, you don't have to have security at your business, but an incident like that, somebody lose their life. That's just like with rap artists. If they, and I'm sorry to bring that up, if the person with them kills somebody, right? The family sues the rap artist, or if somebody lose their life at a concert or get beat up, they sue the rap artist for inciting a riot. So
Oh, you just brought up something that made me think
yeah,
about something that I didn't think about
so
earlier.
so think about, could it be the
Could it like been involved, like something that was involved with an M line employee
it could be possibly we need to
or
get
a
more.
friend of the company?
You never know. You never know what it was, because, and that's the thing you got to look at
I ain't think about that part.
as a business owner. You got to sit down, and people, like you say, I think he traumatized, because
M line James, my part.
if you know
Let me give you a scenario.
yeah,
We don't know what happened, but
yeah.
let's just throwing some scenarios out there. M line James is my partner. I'm in there. I'm chilling. I got B dude coming to the store. We run into each other. Whoop whoop whoop. We have words, tussling, pow pow.
Yeah, it could happen. I mean, because see, and that's the point I'm trying to explain to you, and I want to know, like, like you say, he could be traumatized because he's a young man. If you ever met him and been around him, he's not he makes some awesome clothes, but he's not
He ain't
no tough gangster guy. He's a very
not at all
soft-spoken,
good dude.
Now his family are real ones.
I ain't gonna even lie. He
Yeah.
always have came
Yeah,
off
he's
as
very
a good
nice,
dude,
man.
very
Very
humble.
nice, respectful man. Had to tell him a few times. Stop calling me sir. Yes, sir. No, sir, man.
He
Yeah,
actually have supported some stuff that I've
yeah.
done and
So,
did it very quietly too.
but that's what people got to look at too. Is possibility he was quiet because something like this happened. That's like, no disrespect.
But he a
God forgive,
quiet person.
God forgive.
I'm telling you, he have
Yeah.
supported some things that I've done, and he did not want publicity on this.
And that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Where people are saying he should be saying this and saying that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this. You know, you don't know if you've never been, if you don't own a business in a situation, you don't know what the individual is going
I don't know
through.
what the hell happened
Yeah,
over there.
yeah. So you whatever, it could be something like you said, that I can't talk right now. I can't say nothing because he might be on damage control, because it could
Or
be, yeah.
it could be a cover up.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. It's and then you're looking at lawsuits also. You have to look at this, because as crazy as it sounds, if it could have been negligence on the side of the business and whatever would not, that maybe the individual who left shouldn't have been able to come back in. See, it's lawsuits that can be out there, so he has to look at it that way. So a lot of people jump to conclusions.
Can I read some comments?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll read some comments real quick. Let me see where I want to start at. I'll start with just for he said the detective need close info. And then Trust in the Process said a lawsuit is definitely coming. And then Just For said every business is responsible for keeping a safe space. I hate to say
Remember
it.
we talked about that earlier.
But what justifies a safe space?
Okay, what if when the guy had the situation and he left, right? So it's easy for somebody to say, why didn't y'all lock the door? He left with some intentions and whatever, whatnot, and he probably was coming back. He could have locked the door. You know what I'm saying? Or where was your security? And things like that. So they could constitute.
We don't know nothing though.
We don't know nothing. But I'm just giving ideas of how they can try to do a lawsuit. And we know personally. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, people will come up with something to sue you.
Come up with. I know an individual right now that's innocent, but they wanted him to plead guilty. You feel what I'm saying? And if he plead guilty, he would have been home a long time ago. And the individual's family was gonna say, we're gonna sue you if you plead guilty. But if you continue fighting it and you can be found innocent, we won't. You know what I'm saying? That's a big somebody really close to me could have pleaded guilty, right? In the family, if he pleads guilty, a manslaughter, lesser charge, he comes home and the family get to sue him. But if he stays and fight it and comes home, they can't sue him.
Sue me.
Yeah, you get what I'm
So I'm
saying?
coming home.
Because they still want to try to sue because they would say, well, it happened
But
because you.
but I know how
Yeah.
it is when you don't be wanting to. People don't be wanting to admit to something that they ain't do.
What? Hey, it's to a point right now. I think M-Line, what James is doing, this is serious for him. Like you say, I think it's traumatic because I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. I've been in real war. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen, since
Oh,
I've been there,
anybody that was in that store that day,
they messed up.
but because they could have got hit.
They could have got hit. And what you see people, a lot of people talk tough stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, they was running. Oh, I wouldn't have ran. I wouldn't have did. Boy, shut up. Because you don't understand. You can't say what you would have done. You feel what I'm saying? And I think when you look at that whole situation, and then even his workers,
I mean,
workers can file. If a worker could file
a
lawsuit,
lawsuit too.
yeah,
I mean, one time somebody got shot by me. It took me years.
man, that don't go away.
It took years for me to stop thinking about the fact of the matter that, oh, if that was like 6 inches to the right,
That's why I go to the Veterans Administration hospitals.
12 inches to the right, well, I might not even be here right
I
now.
still go to the VA once a month because what I saw out in Desert Storm, homie, that ain't never going away.
So, just for it said, a safe space would mean security on site or around your parking lot, if not a mall. Proper fighting, proper lighting, clean floors and stairs, visible, highlighted.
And so a lawsuit could be filed if those things were not there. And then anybody in there, like the young lady that got shot, you know what I'm saying? Instead of maybe the guy that shot her, because she just happened to be in there, she can actually sue M-Line store for that happening to her in that store. That's like when somebody in an accident with you and they're in the passenger car side, right? They could sue you and sue your insurance company.
But I was driving.
But see, that's the way the law does. The law is never for the people.
How
The law for the law.
How M-Line supposed to predict that somebody gonna get into something at the store and start shooting?
You know that thing, God forbid. Okay, you do contracts, and us as artists, when they got a clause of cases of a snowstorm or a rainstorm and all that other stuff.
And to say like anything outside
and
of
I don't show up.
Anything outside of act of God.
Yeah, and I don't show up, right? You can't shoot me. I mean, you can't sue me. You can't sue me, right? Correctly. You can't sue me because, hey, this happened. You get what I'm saying? So basically, but I'm still liable to be there. You know what I'm saying? So if you look at this situation, that young lady can sue. She could sue the person that.
But if he did have security,
she still could sue. Possibly, she could sue the individual that shot her if they catch him. She could actually sue him. You know what I'm saying? Y'all better stop eating those oysters, huh?
What that got to do with anything?
What's going on? I know oysters are aphrodisiac. What's going on?
Oh, well, they've been talking about the crude oil and seafood.
Oh, I was about to say, wait a minute, just pause.
I'm thinking that we talking about a whole different. That's creme de la creme. I'm thinking we talking about a whole different. Maybe that's a whole different topic.
Yeah. Oh, but that is topic we could discuss. You know what I'm saying later. But long story short, though, I mean, right now, like you've been saying, we have to wait till everything come out.
And I think as a people, we jump into a conclusion.
We always jump, man. And that's just like her cousin. No disrespect. You're right. It's a form of grieving, but it's like right now.
Man, that lady was online saying, "I'll smack anybody." She said, "I'm so mad. I see somebody with M-Line clothing on. I cut it off of them."
Well, you know something. Karma is something else. You go out there and want to slap the wrong M-Line. You know what I'm saying? And then the next thing they talking about, somebody please say, could you say something and send condolences to her? You know what I'm saying?
I started looking down at my clothes.
Yeah, I ain't got no M-Line yet, and I've been wanting to get some. That might not don't get no M-Line. Look like the Bloods and Crips. Don't you get no red and wear it in the blue neighborhood.
I just thought it was crazy how M-Line done all this stuff, right? And the people was just so quick with a lack of
Oh
information
Lord, what's going on
to
around here?
turn against him.
Oh Lord, have mercy. What's going on?
You can't read the comments.
I can't. I can't right now. All I know is the oyster and a pearl involved.
You react when you read the
Man,
comments.
because it's funny, man. I like this stuff.
I skip over some of the comments.
Man, that's a good one right there. But I can't reread it. I mean, I can't. I'm discombobulated. But no, I think right now, man.
So do you think? Let me ask you this question. I got you back. Do you think that the people are being too quick to pass judgment on M-Line James, or should the people or the public hold him accountable because he didn't put out a public statement?
He's not going to get a fair shot.
Or do you feel like this is misdisplaced outrage?
He's not going to get a fair shot. It's wrong towards him. He's not going to get a fair shot because he is making money and he has some type of fame, and that rubs people that are miserable in the wrong way. Like some people don't even know the man, but they've been waiting. I don't wear M-Line. Everybody else wearing it. That's a sixth wall. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, yeah, I never did like his clothes. You know, because remember when all the 6 wall steppers had his clothes on, they came out to it, right? And everybody was wearing it, and yeah, people mad about that. That's not how second line organizations dress and all this and that. Well, they just wasn't wearing the fake gator boots and the loud suit. You know, they had on M-Line. It was coordinating. So I think right now it's unfair towards him because that just shows you. And then some people can't afford M-Line, they mad, so now they got a reason. You feel what I'm saying? You know, so because now if M-Line get into Walmart or Marshalls, you know what I'm saying, now they gonna like it. So damn if you do, damn if you don't. So right now I feel for, first praying for the family, but I feel sorry for this young man because when you started a business and worked that hard, man, you never thought it'll come at you like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, it's not my fault. I just had a store and incident happening.
And let me just say this real quick. If we didn't, condolences to the family and all of the people involved, because we do want to reiterate the fact of the matter that somebody lost their life and it's a tragic situation. And oftentimes on this show, we have talked about we need more conflict resolution and better conflict resolution in the community. And I feel like some of the outrage and way the outrage was displayed, in which you can't tell nobody how to grieve, but I do think it is some rules and regulations to things. Like we can't relax all of the rules. Just because you grieve and you can't just come out and start being like mad at somebody because they got on M-Line.
And then
that's crazy.
But this is another thing too.
That's misdisplaced outrage.
Let me show you something too. Another thing too. And this is something you talked about, because you've been on
and
point.
That's the cousin.
Yeah, you've been on point.
We ain't heard from the mom or nobody else in the family.
Hold on. You've been on point with a lot. And this is another point you made months ago, right? When it comes down to us understanding business, right? And, that's why we don't advance, because we won't learn business, how to set up a business, how to deal with a business, be successful with one. This young man not only is traumatized because something happened in his store, and then what if he was there? You know what I'm saying? That though also, but also now check this out. We know damage control because we know, and I know you, and I'm the same way. If something would have happened to somebody come in here, rapper, whatever, whatnot, and something happened, right? We're not only, we worried about their family, but we sit down saying, man, the radio station gonna close. It's about to be a crime scene. We got to figure out and make a statement. We got to figure out how to, what I'm saying, not cover it up, but we got to go in there. So that don't happen in 10 minutes. You now we referring to people. You telling me, sir, down that somebody we talk to chief,
call a lawyer,
call somebody
the chief of police.
So right now you thinking the condolences to the family, but you also sitting there thinking about why
condolences to my family.
Yeah, good, because I'm going through some stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I think
somebody gonna feel like we being insensitive. But
exactly,
man. I ain't tell you and your people to be getting into it.
To come in there with all that, man. Don't bring that heat over here. You know what I'm saying? But I understand the family member. But I one thing I know about our people, we are quick to blame everybody but our people. Our people are quick. I'm gonna say that. Our people are quick to blame everybody but our people when something happens. Think about that. Think about that. When if they got a shooting at the second line, right? You know what I'm saying? They're gonna blame it on the second line. They're not gonna blame it on Lil Peanut was out here bad. Lil Peanut came there with a gun, came there looking for it. How about blame Lil Peanut family?
It's always
His
going.
upbringing.
Every time I go to the second line, something
I
happens.
don't because and I'm guilty of it. I don't go to second lines because you know what I'm saying. I was shot at one, and then friend of mine got shot, and I ain't been the one in almost good 15, 20 years, to be honest. So I blame the second line, and so I don't go.
You ain't blame the individual.
Think about it. Mardi Gras Day, you wanted to go walk under the bridge. What I said, I ain't walking down there. I ain't messing with it. I stay out the way. I'm not. I'm sorry. Say what you want about me, but that's the thing, though, man. Both sides. I understand. His public relations people or somebody around him say, "Hey, man, make sure you make a thing," because he could be distraught. It's and not everybody They got people love seeing people get shot. Look at that with their phone. Look at that, bang, bang, and they got people see that, man, and they messed up. Dog, if something is too loud for me, I have PTSD. I go once a month. Something too loud for me, dog. You won't see my head going left, right, left, right. It's not good because I've been through serious things. But
so the people really, you feel like they possibly could be prejudging the situation?
I think so. I think it's part of grieving. You said the biggest thing. Don't be mad at the cousin because that is a form of grieving. When people get mad, when you hurt, I lash out. I
give the cousin some grace.
Yeah, give them some grace. Like you said, we talked about that once on Motivation Monday. You have to, bro.
They grieving, man. They going off. And
people are getting at that. You know what I'm saying?
They grieving.
And then
I have to take that as such. Like, man, them people grieving.
I think somebody need to really sit down and say, I understand.
But what I don't understand is, now this is where stuff get tricky for me, because it's like, all right, the cousin go online, make an online statement.
They're talking about smacking people with M-Line on?
Yeah, did she reach out to M-Line?
Yeah. That's another thing. That's another thing
we do. M-Line is a quiet dude. Did M-Line reach out to the family already quiet? Do he have to make a public statement? He can't just do something for the family quietly?
I mean, but that's not good enough when it comes to us, man. That's not good enough, man. You know how we are. We got to have it all out there because we all outside.
I ain't heard nothing from we really don't know nothing.
You don't know nothing. And you know what? In this case,
would you take it more serious if it was his mama saying, well, M-Line ain't even say nothing? Or his dad? Or
I would feel worse because it's a grieving mother, a father.
Ooh, you ain't lying.
A grieving mother, a father. Family members, I'm not discounting them. Because most of the time when somebody loses a child, especially with the way life is in our community,
the first person to speak for the family is the matriarch or the patriarch or the family.
And that's hard. Now, if a mother come out and she's like, you're not even letting me know, hey, I'm sorry this happened in your business to my child. Hey, you got to stand with that, bro. You got to stand.
That's gonna be tough.
That's because you even if you wasn't gonna do it, you got to do it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not saying the cousins are less, because people love their cousin. I love my cousin. I don't like some of them sometimes, but I love them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I think right now people jumping to conclusions because social media, that's where the gift and the curse come in, the curse part. Because the minute something happens.
And all you got to do to get a bunch of likes is just put it out there. I think they covering it up.
And then if you
just mention cover up.
But just a funny
your
part,
likes going to go up.
You ever seen that person that say, well, man, you wrong for saying this and that and that? Well, I know what really happened. No, you don't. You just trying to hold on to your lie and reason because everybody coming at you because you're wrong. So I give grace to the cousin because that's a form of grieving. You're really right. That's a form of grieving. So anybody mad at the cousin, don't be mad at him.
Yeah, get a cousin.
Because think about how close they might have been. You feel what I'm saying?
You just go on live.
That could be your favorite cousin.
Anything.
That could be cousin. That's your favorite cousin. You know what I mean? In his family. But also, I want to say Give grace to this young man. James is not. He's not a 70-year-old man that's been through what. That's a young man that's living in a new life. And see, this is what I mean by new life: fame, money, support,
Multiple
business,
locations.
multiple locations.
That dude might
He,
not even been in town.
he in Houston a lot because he just opened a store in Houston, so I know he's out there a lot. And he's supposed to be opening something in Atlanta where he wants to try. So that's a young man. He's not gonna always make the right decision right then and
He's not
there,
gonna
man.
always make the perfect
Yeah, bro.
decision.
Yeah, it's like it's that's a hard situation. You know what I'm saying? And I think we just as black people we want everybody to be perfect until they come to us. Sometimes a lot of us out there. We you want you to make the perfect decision. Now you were supposed to say our business and you were supposed to say it like this. But then I see you somewhere and you talking to people and not 1 minute you mention your business. You get what I'm saying? Everybody expect each other to be so perfect. You know what I'm saying? You don't know the circumstance. Then a lot of us out here who commenting and amening on it. Do y'all know what really happened?
No.
That could have been. I'm gonna keep it. I hate to say it. It could have been a drug deal situation. It could have been all types of stuff. It could have been a robbery situation. Whatever, you don't know. Everybody taking sides, and the ones that's taking side against, look, James. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of it is jealousy from him because they can't afford his clothes. Because I've heard that his clothes so expensive, it ain't all that. Yeah, you ever got that one? His clothes ain't all that, and they real expensive, like he polo. So who knows, man? I don't know, brother.
Shout, shout out to all of my people on YouTube, man. Big ups to Jeezy. Jeezy said he done switched over to the YouTube.
Jeezy,
Jeezy said it's official. He said I officially switched over to the YouTube.
Jeezy, the Buddha and his fate.
Hey, you gotta subscribe. Go subscribe to our YouTube, man.
Mhm.
We're trying to get our subscribers up. Go subscribe to YouTube.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna tell y'all though, man. I mean, all of this is what we going through right now in the world right now, man. You know what I'm saying? What we going through in the world right now, man, is moral integrity is at its lowest. You know what I'm saying? And grace, as you've been talking about, grace and kindness and forgiveness is at its lowest in our community.
What grace?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, what?
Ain't no grace out there.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So it's rough out here right now. And that whole situation is rough because another thing we not looking at, man, it's happening in a black business, man. This ain't happening in Rubenstein Brothers. This ain't happening in Saks Fifth Avenue. It's not happening in Marshalls, you know what I'm saying? Or it's happening in our businesses. And it's hard enough to be a black business owner to get a storefront. Not just selling it online, but a storefront.
No people looking at us like, see, I told you.
See, like they looking at us on Carnival. They don't want us on the Carnival cruise, the Disney cruise.
See, I told you
They
that's how
don't
they
want us
act.
that spring break. I mean, we can't go nowhere.
They don't
We
want
got.
us.
Oh, I
They
know
don't
what you
want us
wanted me
at
to
the.
talk about.
They don't want
We
us
got to
at the
go.
rodeo no more.
We got to go. We don't want us at the rodeo no more. You know what I'm saying? Oh, beer garden. Remember we supposed to talk about that?
Oh,
Did you? Oh,
man, we might have to get on that tomorrow.
we
We need
gonna
a
we
little more
gotta make sure
time.
we gonna make sure we start off with beer garden. Beer garden is racist. I say it.
I ain't gonna go that far
I
yet.
say it. I've been there and I've been through it. I
I'm a,
say it.
I'm a definitely say, Bayou Beer
And they
Garden,
nachos be cold.
Bayou Beer Garden, come to the front of the congregation.
And they nachos be cold.
I actually seen something on video this time.
Oh, he gonna keep his foot to himself. You know how they say coma? Them Karens out there, magas. He gonna keep his foot to himself.
I wonder what he was drinking to make him feel like.
And the young man said, "I apologize. I'm sorry."
So what we talking about? We seen a video that went on social media from Bayou Beer Garden, I think it was a beer garden.
Mm-hmm.
And basically they have had several incidents.
They just had one recently.
One of them was McMain High School.
McMahon High School. My young homie Kamuch, who's done a lot for the kids in the is not a malicious mean person. He treated his whole class reunion to McMain, and they was having issues like doing their normal stuff, how they be doing. And when they got in a disagreement, and he still was like everything was calming down, all the McMain people were still coming in, and they said that he called a bunch of people for the issue and the problem. when McMahon was having a get together at Bayou Beer Garden for the alumni class.
Quit going to
reunion.
these people's stuff when they don't want us stuff.
Man,
That ain't the first.
Go to Bayou Social.
Go to Bayou Social.
There it is.
Speaking of, I do got a couple of complimentary VIP tables for Bayou Social tonight. Somebody hit me up. Let me know if you want to grab a VIP table, man. I got a couple complimentary VIP tables.
What big back food activity going on there?
I don't know what the dish of the night. Last week it was stuffed steak and stuffed lamb.
Oh, okay. Do they have grilled stuff today? Is it oysters? Man,
They do have oysters.
I ain't messing with them oysters. Creme de la Creme
said we gotta watch the seafood.
Yeah,
they don't cut up, because of these oil spills. That's another big story, and I mentioned it another day.
Yeah,
but I that's a big story right now. They say the seafood industry is hurting up there in the Bayou area.
I mean, they hurting
Homer, Morgan City, all that area up there.
But it's been like that because also
they said they had to cut out doing some of their shrimping and fishing and stuff that they usually do out there because the oil spill is affecting the crabs.
And then also
there was a news story. They had one of the crabs had a whole black bottom.
Oh no! Wait a minute. He had a black apple bottom.
It definitely looked like something you don't supposed to eat.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this: they've been up against the Louisiana seafood industry, been up against with Asia, with the imports of Asian seafood, the shrimps and all that, prawns as they might call it. You know what I'm saying? So they've been up against it also. So now you got this now. So we got some issues and some problems, man. So, but we definitely got to talk about Bayou Garden, man, because they done had some incidents. And sad to say, I was there once, and you know what I'm saying, smoking cigars, and it just came to our table because they said we couldn't hog the fire pit that was outside because it was kind of cool. And they said we were sitting there too long, and we looking over. And other people of other race was sitting there long also. And we just said, you know what, close our tab and we gone. So they've been having, Bayou Garden over there in over by the Bayou. They don't get me wrong. The nachos was cold, but some of the other food was good. And for the most part,
I drunk some beers.
The servant was cool. It was the manager. And then other people were saying, man, that same manager seemed like they have a problem because black people started going there last 2 years ago with the NBA playoffs because they had the TVs, it's nice, and then you could smoke. Only in New Orleans, that's the one place you could smoke cigars because you have the outside area and stuff like that. And so it became more mature, and you had the college kids started coming, and that kind of changed. I guess, I don't know if it changed their mindset, but they done had a lot of incidents so far going with Bayou Beer Garden or whatnot. So we definitely need to talk about that tomorrow. If need be, I'll get my dude Kamuch on if we want to.
Get him.
If you wanted to.
Yeah, get him to come so we can talk about it.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I ain't never experienced it, so it's hard for me to. I've had good experiences there.
They nachos cold.
I've had good experiences.
The cheese cold.
But I did see a video where that dude put his feet on that guy.
And I don't think he'll never do that again.
That guy turned around.
How did the movie 300, Leonidas? Yeah.
That boy can't turn around and chest kick that boy.
And then the thing I want to say, the white guy put his foot on him, but the young black guy was with who? Another young white guy. I think they was athletes. They played sports, and he turned around and put his foot in his chest. And I think him in that small suit would never do that again. You kick the man. I bet you don't spit on a man.
I'm just glad they had the video.
Don't spit on a man. Don't slap a man, and don't raise your foot. You talking about you kicked a black man in his behind.
That boy turned around
and he put a foot in his chest. I wanted to see it in slow motion because he went up and his suit went up like this. Here, I said, okay, now you got what you deserve. And the young man apologized. When
he had bumped into him,
he apologized. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
And he turned to walk behind him and kicked him in his behind. And a black man, boy, any man.
That's that MAGA gang culture.
Oh Lord, MJC.
Yes,
MAGA game culture.
Don't nobody want to admit it, but MAGA people, they be having gang. They operate like a gang. They got gang culture,
and they come at
you when they get a bunch of them all together. They start getting super tough.
That red hat, That red hat, man. That red
I
hat.
wish we'll stop fighting each other. I ain't gonna say that last part of that because
Mhm.
I don't want to incite violence. But we should stop fighting each other and start fighting people that's fighting us.
Yeah. That's what Killer Mike said. We talk revolution, but we ain't ready for revolution. We ain't ready for it. You know, we ain't ready.
All right, man. Well, that's the end of our power hour. We're gonna get y'all to the music, man. We had a good one today.
Yeah. And I want to
I
thank
gotta
I
play
want to thank a
extra
lot.
songs tomorrow
I
because
want
I
to
ain't
say
play a lot of music today.
I want to say thank you to everybody in the chats because just Ford, you were outstanding. Trust the process, you
We
outstanding.
had some great comments to
Oh yeah,
drive the
creme de la creme.
conversation.
And wait, Miss Pierre, you know, who at 6 months put it on you, 6 month marriage.
Miss-
And I saw the video.
the family was
Oh, they
happy.
was really happy. You know what I'm saying? Because see, she got a good family. Because if our family come down there and say I'm married after 6 months, just with this 6 month, what?
All kind of questions.
You're gonna have good questions, you're gonna have bad questions, you're gonna have nasty questions. But I'm just giving a few shout
They're
outs
gonna be
out.
like, "Do you even know him?"
Down where you met her at, you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
For
and
real,
the aunties gonna hit you. What she did to me.
girl. Who your people?
You got that man in the boat, huh? That man in the boat, they gonna hit all types of stuff.
You know she about to take it for his money.
And look, by you being you know how people by you being dog skin. Some auntie gonna say, "Oh yeah, you know he dog skin. That's real man right there. You married that man like that. I see it. I know what happened
Yeah, boy.
because you get divorced and married in 6 months.
Her family was definitely super supportive.
Yeah, very supportive, and that's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? You know, you could tell who was the party person in the family. That was the first one raising up, one came up with their cup in their hand. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all right though,
So
man.
congratulations. We about to get ready to shut it down. This is the end of the power hour. Y'all know we go a little late on Wednesdays and Tuesdays. We give y'all a little extra. But we gotta get ready to get out of here. Don't forget, hit me up. Don't forget, hit me up and get that complimentary VIP table. I only have 2 tables left. So if you want that table, first come, first serve. Tonight it is biosocial. We doing karaoke. Kobe Singleton to be in the building. I'll be in the building. I'll see y'all tonight and keep that station locked. It's 1023 FM,
Keep the party jumping.
New Orleans.
Peace.
Peace.